Let's talk some baseball. Let's go right to Skype and bring in Patrick Saunders. He writes about all things Major League Baseball and the Rockies for the Denver Post. Patrick, thanks for joining us. Rockies are making some roster moves as we get closer to opening day, which is Monday in Milwaukee for the Rockies. They sent down Rex Brothers and Brandon Barnes yesterday, two guys who played on this team last year and contributed to this team last year. The three of us earlier in the week talked about the possibility that Rex Brothers might not make the opening day squad. I'm a little surprised at Brandon Barnes not making it. Are you?
Yeah, guys, I am. I thought that Barnes would be there partly because they need a fifth outfielder, I thought. Walt Weiss's explanation for that was that they needed more depth in the infield. Rafael Yanoa, Woody's favorite player, decided that Rafael, they needed that depth in the infield. They went with him, and truthfully, Barnes was struggling at the plate a lot. Walt said that was not the main reason, but I can't help but think that that factored in. But yeah, regarding Rex Brothers, guys, we talked about him a lot, and I know Les and I've had some discussions as to what his makeup is. I think he's going to bounce back, but Les, I have a feeling you think that he's not going to bounce back.
I think he's mentally weak, Patrick, frankly. I think he unravels far too often when things aren't going well. And I know a lot of people point to his 2013 season and say he had a really good season, but I'm going back even to the beginning of his career with the Rockies. This is his, fourth or fifth season with the Rockies, and I've seen this in him ever since the start, so I'm not surprised by this at all. And he did what I believe he is, and he unravels when things go poorly, and things were going poorly in spring training.
Well, and here's my other take on it. You and I kind of disagree on that. I do think he's succumbed to the pressure a little bit, but I think what has happened to Rex was, I think at some point last year, they fiddled with his delivery too much. Rex is a very compact guy with a non-traditional, very compact delivery. And I think they tried to lengthen it so much and they got out of sync for whatever reason they wanted to do that. And he's never found that natural rhythm again. And I think that's really hurt him. And now he's struggling with confidence. He's struggling to find himself. And it's a real shame because he's a talent.
Patrick has been invaluable to us throughout spring training, and I want to say that off the top, Patrick. We've really enjoyed your reports from spring training. I don't know about that. It looks like on Skype a pompadour hairdo. I assume there's a cap there
That's
somewhere.
my baseball hat.
But it kind of blends into your hair with it. Looked like a French beret at spring training. You said the other day. You thought Rex Brothers would stay with the team because that it might affect his psyche to send him down. But,
right, I did say that.
But in reflecting on it, I mean, what you're talking about now is, and I agree with you. For people who've watched him, he really keeps, I don't want to say close to the vest, but that's a great way to describe it. He keeps his hands close to the vest when he's pitching. He's a guy that, and you used it perfectly, a compact pitching, and he did get away from that. And I think that the more mechanical things that a pitcher has going on, the harder it is for them to really find the plate. Is that a fair statement?
No, I think that's definitely fair, Woody. And during the off season, I asked Rex, what did you do to try to get better? And he basically told me, I got away from everybody. The only people he worked out with in the off season were his brother and his former catcher from college, because he didn't want all that stuff in his head. He looks better now, guys, than he did last year, but that's not saying a lot. He still bounces some balls in front of the plate. He still walks guys in inopportune times. The velocity's still there when he cuts loose. He's just not the guy you can trust in the bullpen right now, and they sent him down. I know it's a very hard decision for Walt, but I think ultimately, hopefully, it's the right one.